Hello. I thought we would look at the April 2022 Better Homes and Gardens with these beautiful Easter eggs on the cover. They're very bright, aren't they? Very colorful. They're like a rainbow. They're in a nest. And they're made of wood. And the instructions are in the magazine on how to create the little effects that they have on there. But just as a little special something, I thought I would share with you something that I've enjoyed all month. My uncle bought me a waxed amaryllis. Here's the bulb, and it is in wax. And we started off with some sprouts, and we ended up with, look at them, aren't they beautiful? Those beautiful flowers. And I guess I'll remove the wax. That's what it looks like on the bottom. And I'm going to try to plant it. Well, I will plant it. I'm either going to plant it indoors or outdoors. I live in Michigan, though, and I have to be careful and see what I'm supposed to do with it. I can grow it inside. I have lots of plants in my house. But I have to make sure I'm going to do it properly. Anyway, the first thing we see are the Better Homes and Gardens outdoor furniture. Well, that's outdoor. And then they have this too, and this is at Walmart. They have a lot of different pretty things. And they have our table of contents, and then we have an ad for Lunchables. I won't dwell too much on an ad, but it's very cute. It's meant to look like a Trojan horse with chicken nuggets and cheese and pretzels, and look, even little cookies. And it says Lunchables, built to be eaten. We have our extra gum ad that we always see. It'll make you look twice with that wrapper. Now we have a bhg.com, bhg.com, and this is all of the things that they are featuring on their website. There's a contest to win $25,000 to remodel your backyard. And then maybe the usual things about decorating and whatnot, but I thought this was interesting. They have made a YouTube channel where they take vintage recipes, which I have an affection for, and they put a modern twist on it. I don't know if it started yet. It's called Then and Now, Better Homes and Gardens. I think I will love that. I'm going to check it out. And Sherwin-Williams has a item now for $3.95 each if you want to look, peel and stick a sample of a paint color on your wall before you commit to buying it. That top one is fresh eucalyptus, and this one is navel, N-A-V-A-L, not N-A-V-E-L, like navy blue. Zyrtec ad, spring's coming for you allergy sufferers. And here we have their Earth Day write-up. It is April 22nd. And it says that the backstory of Earth Day, the first one was in 1970, and it was focused on air and water pollution. The 2022 theme of Earth Day is Invest in Our Planet. And they have a few suggestions here if you want to participate. So good. Get a bulk bag of native seeds, package up a handful and pass them out. And they suggest using an old supermarket circular that some of us get, or you can use an old envelope. I'm a seed gatherer. I have plenty of jars of seeds because I plant seeds. I don't buy plants. Generally, I get plants from people who are splitting their plants. But I'll do a video on it one day. And then they have a 30-day challenge. And this is on earthmonth.ecochallenge.org. Adopt a street to pick up trash, they're saying. Have an in-house movie night. as an eco-friendly form of entertainment. And this is a particular interest to me because I like to reuse things. I like to buy used things and try to reuse them and reduce what I buy at stores. And they're saying share and share alike with plants, toys, books, and clothes, which are all things that once maybe you're done with them, you can pass them on to somebody else. You can sell them, or you can give them away, or maybe you can trade. And it says enter the circular economy. That's a new term on me, and I looked it up, and what I found on the internet in a very brief search is a circular economy is a model of production and consumption which involves sharing, leasing, reusing, repairing, refurbishing, and recycling existing materials and products as long as possible. I thought that was interesting. Here they have a write-up on recycling, and this person, Melanie Manarino, has written a book, The Almost Zero Waste Guide, which we can try. It's probably impossible, but we can all do what we can. And the fun fact up here is the #1 recycler of plastic bags is Trex Composite Decking. I don't know if that's completely true or not. I have no reason to believe it's not, but that's pretty cool. And then they invite you to go to Trex.com if you are interested in buying anything like that. As far as plastic bottle recycling goes, they say anything that has a neck for a screw-on lid is likely recyclable. And then for cardboard, they're saying that, and I knew this, anything that's too greasy or cheesy, maybe like a pizza box, don't put it in the recycling. It's going to muck up the system. Jars, great news for anyone wondering how much water they're wasting trying to rinse that last bit of peanut butter from the jar. I think about this all the time when I'm cleaning out a jar, and they say that spatula clean, so scraping out as much residue as you can out of a jar, is good enough. And plastic film, you know, when you get a box of pasta and it has the plastic film in the window, I call it cellophane, but I don't really think that it's technically cellophane. They're saying to remove that. And here's what to skip in the recycling: plastic straws and utensils, mixed materials like toothpaste tubes and dental floss containers, because they have many components, and plastic bags because that can jam the machines. It's all in celebration of Earth Day, as is this, the use of rain barrels. This one they have pictured is $250. Pretty pricey. And they have the different components: polymer, wood, and recycled, which is a repurposed garbage can or barrel. That's what I have. I have a food grade barrel that I bought from someone in my community for my rain barrel. I bought it for $20. They have all kinds of fancy rain barrels that you can buy that have spigots. And they should have a lid because mosquitoes are going to get in there and lay eggs. They breed in water. There's an ad for Ibrance. And here's our throwback. Here's the Better Homes and Gardens. That is the April 1959 cover. Family gardening there. And this is cute. Look at that little tree, which was planted upside down. They have a little, this was part of a little song from 1927. A slight mistake. 3 little children across the way were hard at work on Arbor Day. Their spade was sharp and the soil was fine. The tree was a dear little baby pine, but it will never grow. For oh dear me, they planted the top where the roots ought to be. That's fixable though, if somebody caught it. Isn't that cute? They can just flip it over. Dig a big hole and flip it over. Green your routine. And this is talking about the things that probably most of us use in our daily routine with soap and shampoo, and how it can be greener. The recycling tip for a soap bottle is that the bottle itself may be recyclable, but the cap and the pump may vary. And you're going to have to check with your local recycling facility that services your area to see what you can put in there. Let's see. This is something that I want to try. Look at all of these conditioner bars for us to maybe try to swap out our shampoo and conditioner bottles. And sometimes they can be huge for these different bars, and they come in all different brands and all different price points. And I'm going to try it one day. They have kind of colorful rainbow one there. Smooth with a tool, it says down here. Swap out a body scrub for an exfoliating tool. You can use it indefinitely and get a mini spa treatment at home. You could. Use every last drop in your bottles. I certainly try to do that. And here is a cleaner shave. If you're still using disposable razors, now's the time to switch. Consider the Flamingo razor here, shopflamingo.com. Okay, so not only does it deliver a close, smooth shade, but it comes in all paper packaging, and the handle is created with 35% recycled plastic. There's a lap band ad. Oh, look at these pretty green shades of paint. Coastal Plain by Sherwin-Williams. Cotswold Green, and that is by Annie Sloan. I have never heard of that brand of paint. Laurel Tree by Behr. Blanched Thyme by Valspar. Thyme, like the herb. And that one is Daily Greens by Claire. Another paint brand that I've never heard of. There's our Tylenol ad, reminding us that have high blood pressure to be careful taking Tylenol. Look at these beautiful rooms that they have painted in these different shades of green. Aren't they beautiful? Laurel Leaf by Better Homes and Gardens. Olive Sprig by PPG. Olive Branch by C2, Guacamole by Glidden, Evergreen Fog, that was like a gray green by Sherwin-Williams, and October Mist by Benjamin Moore. A lot of them have food-themed names, don't they? Makes you hungry. Look at, here's their little crafts for Easter. Eggs Everlasting, made with wood craft supplies in a wash and soft color. These sweet Easter projects will delight year after year. They're not made of plastic. These flowers, I've never heard of these flowers made of wood. And they are SOLA, Sola flowers. They're soft, pliable, and made from renewable plant fiber. And look at that chocolate bunny in there. It's cute, isn't it? They just have it in a like a bushel basket, like you would see on a farm. Look at these bunny rabbits and a duck or a chicken. These are all made of wood, and the instructions are coming up. Very cute. Look at that pretty wreath. It says, subtle variety makes this wreath a cheerful round to display well beyond the Easter season. And that's true. It has eggs. It looks like a nest, doesn't it? It's very pretty. And there's the eggs from the cover. Decorate wood eggs with playful patterns made from vinyl tape. And then they say, think electrical tape. Over here, see? And the tapes are available in all different widths. Use craft punches to create dot and flower stencils from the tape, then firmly press the shapes onto the eggs. Paint with a slightly dry brush to give designs a crisp edge. Remove the tape with tweezers. Look at this. These are like Russian dolls, but it's like Russian eggs, I guess. And then at the end, you have this little family of chickens, little chicks. It's very pretty. So all of that is made of wood. So keep true to add. Oh, look, it's very long. And this young lady created from this, her dad's garage, and this is in Washington State. She created a home for herself and her dog. I'm assuming that's her dog. So her name is Haley. And they decided to add more sleepover space to accommodate their steady stream of visitors. And this is at a beach home. So the challenge was to turn 480 square feet of shed space into a place where several guests at a time can sleep, watch TV, work, cook, and shower without adding on or building up. And look at, there's more pictures coming up. There's a Benadryl ad for maybe our kiddos who have allergy problems coming up. I think the secret to a lot of what they did with their 480 square feet was building in bookshelves, building in a little window seat here. It's very cozy, isn't it? And then even building in a kitchen, a little like an efficiency kitchen there. Everything you would need for just a little place to whip something up quickly. And here's the sleeping quarters. Here's a hallway. They have a loft. Maximizing every inch, a custom cushion fills a berth built into the highest section of the ceiling. With no inches to spare for furniture, a wall sconce accommodates nighttime reading. Isn't that cool? And look at the bathroom. Very cute. Very, very cute. What is this? Heifer International. Got a free tote bag. And then this lady made these little enclosures for these two. She might have more. Well, there's two sleeping quarters. Her little guys here, her little babes, her little pups. I did it. A tool-savvy pet owner discovered a clever, decorative way to let her sleeping dogs lie cozily without taking up floor space. Very creative. Let's see what she did here. These doors are wood, so she took her cabinet doors off and she tiled at least halfway up the wall here. In case of messes, let's just, keep it real here. And then the doggies have their cushions. And she put magnetic drawer latches to keep the doors in place. And then there is a stainless steel flip latch for when the dogs are inside there for extra security. It's very nice, isn't it? Ooh la la. It's beautiful. Here's another Sherwin-Williams ad. Lots of greens. It's so beautiful. And here are different things that you can buy. The Better Homes and Gardens Clean House Awards. And raise your hand if you love to clean. Not me. No takers? That's okay. We do. Our testers washed, wiped, sprayed, mopped, and vacuumed their way to these 42 new products we think will make the chore easier this year. I'm interested in this microfiber glove. But we have some roto scrub pads that you can put at the end of a drill. That might be cool. I don't know. Seems a little extreme, but this is a pure sky glass and multi-purpose glove. And I don't buy paper towels generally. I reuse rags, old school, and wash them. These microfiber cloths are of interest to me. Skura style wipe envy, and they're washable. It says a major step up from paper towels, and this is an eco sponge, Casabella kind scrub sponge. Look at that kitchen, it's pretty. Here's different cleaners, micro gold. I saw that at CVS. I think that was free with extra bucks. I never got one though. It's a disinfectant, antimicrobial spray, and it's their pick for deep cleaning almost anything, even sealed stone. Real simple compostable wipes, Clean Well botanical disinfecting wipes, and Clorox multi-purpose paper towel wipes. There's Mrs. Meyer's probiotic concentrate. Probiotic concentrate, ideal for the kind of top to bottom cleaning binge that involves a bucket. I probably need that. High-end eco, the Bare Home all-purpose cleaner, and what's that? Mom Remedy everything cleaner and stain remover. And this is true. You know, some messes are truly best tossed in the trash. That's what it says, and it's true. Some things you need a paper towel for, especially if you have animals. These are apparently U.S. made, disposable, that are biodegradable, compostable, and made from 100% recycled fiber. And the wrapper is not plastic. They're expensive. I think it says $40 for 12 rolls. So, yeah, I don't know about that. Then they have some different surface cleaners here. Pet messes. What's that thing? A sanitizing light. Okay, it says 93% of bacteria is wiped out after 12 hours under the light. And this is a desk lamp. Let the light shine on your keyboard, phone, or other hard to sanitize items. Well, I guess if you want to give it a try. You know, sunlight will whiten whites too when you hang your laundry out, so light is very powerful. These are laundry products, 7th generation, and Grove Company Power Clean. I've never heard of that. These are laundry detergent sheets. Gain Power Blast, and then these are for dishwasher. Oh, that's new. I've not seen that. Dawn Easy Squeeze. Quick and easy dispensing, and it never leaks. Extra oomph in the laundry. Hygienic Clean from Tide. And I've never heard of that. Blue Land Oxy Laundry Booster. These are all ads for different things. Blue Pet Food. McCormick Spices. And these are some mops. They have a Shark Steam and Scrub, Stick Vac from Dyson, and a Vac mop combo. They're pretty pricey for mops. And then, you know, you would have an extra large electric kneading, or at least charging kneading item around. I mean, this one's $700, so that's no joke. You would have to really want that pad. And they have their robot vacuums and robot mops. And that furniture is from Home Depot. Isn't that pretty? Spring into a new style. And then they have some garden benches. You can buy this one. Where? Is it from Walmart? I know it's from Better Homes and Gardens. Yes, you can buy that from Walmart. But if you don't want to buy that from Walmart and you just like it and you know somebody that can build, or you might already have a pre-existing piece of furniture, you can use all their little things that they did here and maybe make your own. One of the things that's cool is how they have everything hung on the side here. You know, everything that's kind of bulky. They have a, like a dust brush there and some garden tools. They've just put hooks there, little shelves for your pots, and then it says corral pots and saucers in a wire bin. So you don't have to buy anything really if you can use your imagination. Think outside the box. Look at these spring blooming ground covers, and they're beautiful. These versatile perennials serve plenty of practical purposes as they roll out their carpets of color in the garden. Let's try to get this right. Number one. Here comes the truck. Violet pinwheels phlox. I have phlox, but I'm not sure what the exact color is, and I live where it's cold, so it's not open yet. Beacon silver dead nettle. Number 3 is Shauna Ann verbena. Blooms late spring through summer. Sugar and spice foam flower, lightly fragrant. North Hills phlox. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And Bergenia dragonfly angel kiss. Flowers go from white to pink and are deer resistant. Look at that, isn't that pretty? That hydrangea. Little quick fire hydrangea from Proven Winners. So here are some more beautiful ground covers. We have Basket of Gold. Likes afternoon shade where summers are hot and can take full sun in cool climates. That would be good in my yard. I've got sun for days in my yard, very little shade. Then this is the Snow White Flowers of Evergreen, drought tolerant candy tuft. And it says it blooms for up to 10 weeks. Bugleweed covers quickly with leaves that can be dark purple, golden, or variegated. And there's creeping thyme. And it will spread between stepping stones and will bloom for several weeks. I want to try to make this. Don't those look good? These are French toast cubes. The recipe is towards the back. And you're starting off with a great big loaf of artesian bread, cubing it up, and it just looks good. And it says once they've cooked, tumble them with some berries. So, you're going to take a big loaf and cut it in half, place each half on its flat side, and then cut into a 2-inch grid, then cut the strips into squares. We'll read the recipe. There's people every day for the podcast for people in the know. Never listened to it. Maybe I should. Maybe I would learn how to say names right. Fast and fresh. Easy, delicious recipes for a better dinner tonight. That looks good. Sausage, red onion, and rainbow chard. Couscous. I want it. It looks good. Maybe not the sausage. There's some cheese. Savory flavor springs forth. Boursin cheese. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Chicken and cauliflower pasta looks delicious. There's a delicious sandwich. I'm getting hungry. And this is protein packed. It's got all kinds of good stuff in it. Dry roasted chickpea snacks are in that. Chipotle pork tenderloin with squash bean salad. And those are blanched beans. To blanch fresh beans, boil 2 minutes, then plunge into a large bowl of ice water. And there's that plaid, beautiful Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. Classic. We need to check out that YouTube channel too with those vintage recipes. And here is Ruth's Harrow Set, which is that on the Seder plate. And each thing means something. They're focusing on the Harrow Set, which is this. I will not attempt to give a description of the Seder plate because I tried to research it a little on the internet, and I got, you know, some things have 6 things on the plate, some things have 7. Each thing represents something, and I will leave it to experts on the matter, not me. But there's a recipe for this, and it does detail what that Harrow Set means. And during Passover, it says we, meaning the author, we tell the story of the Jewish people's liberation from slavery and the exodus from Egypt through this ritual feast called the Seder. And the Harrow Set here, which we're going to a little bit read the recipe for, this symbolizes the mortar enslaved Israelites used when building the Egyptian cities. And this has, it sounds like it would be sweet. And this is a chunkier version. I guess there is a smoother version. But it has tart apples, raw walnuts, prunes, cinnamon, Concord wine or grape juice, honey, and lemon juice. It sounds good. And I've seen this word spelled with a CH. You know, like Hanukkah is sometimes spelled with a CH. I like to learn about stuff like that. And here we have local color. This is Virginia Williams' home. She's an actress. I'm not familiar with her. If I've seen her in anything, I don't know who she is, but look at her beautiful, colorful home, and look at her cute dog. It's very beautiful. I mean, it's certainly colorful. Look at that ottoman. Pops out. The purple ottoman matches her purple flowers. It's just quite a statement. And look at her bathroom. Look at that wallpaper. It's like a rainbow, what she has created, and this is the designer that helped her. And there's a vintage pool scene. That's very California, isn't it? That scene. I'm assuming those chairs are acrylic. Are they cool? That's called a ghost chair. And here are all the different. There's her office. Bold and bright. A mix of vibrant jewel tones, lively patterns, and touches of shine bring home the Palm Springs feel. And that's exactly what it feels like. And there is the shine here and there and that, isn't, with the metals. Oh, look at that sofa. Homethreads.com. And now here's a whole section on recipes with peas. Peas, please. Look at that. It's not a pizza, I don't think. What are they calling it? It's a quiche. Pea and potato quiche with honey wheat crust. It looks good. Those emerald gems are at their freshest right now, and we've captured their goodness in the springiest of recipes. Oh, that looks good too. They have a snap peas, snow peas, and I can never say that right, farro, with oranges and citrus sesame vinaigrette. That would be good for a brunch. And those over here are fried sugar snap peas with tarragon aioli. That looks good too. Pea and leeks flatbread. And my husband would want this, except he would want bacon. They have, this is a mock carbonara recipe, and they have used shiitake mushrooms. There's a truck, sorry. Carbon-style pasta with peas and shiitake bacon. So they used pan-fried mushrooms. Now we have some paint myths busted. This is an interesting room, isn't it? With just some logs here. The myth is that dark walls make a room look smaller. And it says painting walls and trim with the same deep color can make a space feel bigger because the color itself makes the corners recede. Okay. It does, doesn't it? They've got everything painted this dark blue. The trim, the door. It's true. Okay, that myth is busted. Trim should be either left as stained wood or painted white. Well, that's the myth. The truth is, colorful trim often helps a space feel more thought through and immersive. Here we have two contrasting blues, and I guess that could be true. Don't think of painted trim as ruining the bones. It can celebrate a room's architectural character. The other myth here is vibrant paint is a good way to darken a bright room. Well, with little or no natural light to soften it, a bright wall color can look jarring in a room. And they're saying instead use light colors tinted with white. Other myth is all white paints are basically the same. And the truth is almost all white paints contain some mixture of colored pigments. And that is very true, which give them tone and shading. Unless you go with a pure white paint, and that does not work well in all situations. It would be too brilliant in a room that gets direct sun, for example. Look at these different whites. That one's called Milk Mustache. That's soft by Dunn Edwards. This is Benjamin Moore. It's a warm white, timid white, bright, brilliant white by Benjamin Moore, and cool. This one's called Ice Cube. That's easy enough to remember. And that's by Sherwin-Williams. Oh, isn't that beautiful? The other myth is a white ceiling makes a room look larger. The truth is, leaving the ceiling white is a missed opportunity. In this dining room, what did they do? It says, we contrasted the lavender walls with a glossy coffee shade. It is glossy. Look at the shine. It adds depth and shine and cuts the sweetness of the wall color. Well, it's certainly beautiful. The eye will often ignore a white ceiling, says this other designer. That's food for thought, you know. And the next myth is every room should be painted, should be a different color. And the truth is, at least according to this designer, a home needs continuity, and using the same color throughout will make your home flow. This is in an apartment, and it's all a beautiful, 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 I would call it a baby blue. And that's what she's calling it too, now that I'm reading it. And that is Sherwin-Williams Trade Win. Trade Win, not tradeswin. Here's some more beautiful, beautiful colors we can read. The next myth is eggshell is the best choice for paint finish, which is what I always think. And the truth is, quote, this interior designer, clients think eggshell is the most durable finish. These days, with all the new paint formulas, like Benjamin Moore's washable aura product or the washable finishes of Farrow and Ball, this is no longer true. So, the next myth, a neutral palette means shades of beige, gray, or white. This is the truth of it. Neutral is another way to define softer and calming nuances of color. So these all could be considered neutrals because they are colors, but they're just muted. Sugarcane Pink by Valspar, Sea Salt by Pratt and Lambert. Under the Big Top, isn't that a cool name, from Benjamin Moore. Piano Concerto from Benjamin Moore, and Blanc de Chine from Farrow and Ball. Myth number 9, there's no need to prime walls if you're using a dark color. Let's read the truth here. Regardless of how light or dark the hues are, your existing wall color can affect how the new paint looks. So the final effect might not be true to the color you picked. And that's true. So they recommend 2 coats of primer and 2 coats of paint to achieve the true color. Look at that room. And the myth here is all the walls in a room should be the same color. Well, the truth is, according to Lauren here, as well as capturing attention, another wall color helps define a separate zone in a room without a divider. And that's true. It's like a transition, isn't it? That's a cool light. I mean, it's nice that they have that type of room too, with that high ceiling. And here's our recipes for the pea recipe, and they show how to supreme a citrus fruit. There's that vinaigrette. Here's an ad. Look at this beautiful lady who's on it selling Sunset. I don't watch that. And they are promoting adopting shelter dogs. Look at that little guy. He's so cute. There's an ad for eczema cream. More recipes. Here's what you're going to start off with for that French toast. Isn't that? And it's a pretty simple recipe. Milk, eggs, vanilla, a big loaf of artesian style country white bread, and you're going to cut it in 2-inch cubes, sugar, cinnamon, butter, and then they're putting a whipped cream on it, but you wouldn't have to. You could just mix it in with the berries. Looks good. Here's our all numbers. 47% of Americans over age 30 have some form of gum disease. I believe it. And that can be a predictor of heart disease and diabetes. 28%, that's how much less likely coffee and tea drinkers are to develop dementia. Scientists found that the protective benefits most likely from the antioxidants that tend to fend off inflammation kicked in at 2 or 3 cups a day of coffee, tea, or a combination of the two. April 7th was National Alcohol Screening Day to raise awareness of alcohol abuse and alcoholism. 63% of Americans are focused on changing how they eat. And, okay, I'm going to cover that up. You probably already saw it. The average cost of a 1-week vacation in the United States for one person is, that number there, $15.58. And then they give you a little tip. Make a vacation budget and set aside funds monthly in a separate bank account. And then they plug an app to help you. That's a large number, though, isn't it? I would have never thought that. Here's a whole section on supplements. Vitamin D, iron, potassium, calcium, fiber. And then as we age in our 40s and 50s, folic acid, omega-3, vitamin B12, and then 60s and beyond, protein, and eye protective vitamins and minerals. But you should check with your doctor or your healthcare practitioner before you dive into anything in that regard. See if you even need it before you waste money on it. And here is an article about all different things you can buy, in this case for dogs, which I am well familiar with because we have 2 dogs in our life, my son's dog and my dog, and there is no end to things that you can buy for dogs. But I have to say, these little socks are cute. We tried it with my son's dog for winter time. It did not go well. It was a literal waste of money, but this little guy doesn't seem to mind it. It's a Hills Science Diet, and this is Carmion Hamilton. What is she on? She's on a TV show, HGTV Design Star, Next Gen, and she's a host of Reno My Rental, and she loves a decorating challenge. And I thought this was good for renters. I've seen a lot of beautiful reusable, or not reusable, easily removed, just stick-on wallpaper, even to just do in a little spot. They have some beautiful options just to make a place your own, or maybe if the wall is not the greatest, cover something not so pleasant up. And this is her must-have tool. She never leaves home without a tape measure. This is a good piece of advice. I have a story from this week. We got a free piano from an estate sale, and I had to measure it to make sure it was going to fit in we had it moved to my son's house. It's an old piano, and the people couldn't they couldn't sell it. And we got it for free. I had to pay somebody to move it though, but that felt good, supporting their small business. And what else does she have? Curtain calls. People struggle with choosing the right size furniture or accessory for a space, especially curtains and drapes. A good rule of thumb: hang curtains halfway between the tops of windows and the ceiling. They should be kissing the floor. It can be a peck of a kiss, or just barely grazing, or a full-on makeout session where the fabric puddles to the floor. That's cute. And I thought this was so sweet. And then I think we're done. Look at that shoe ad. The object of affection. And this lovely lady says, "My home is my object of affection. Framed handwritten notes and hand-painted murals are truly reflective of me, my son, and my husband, even though he's no longer with us. It's a tangible reflection of a beautiful life I share with my family." And that has inspired me as I'm trying to clean up my house a little bit of accumulated junk, for lack of a better word. And I've come across so many sentimental cards and, I don't know, just sentimental things. I'm going to maybe frame a couple of them. Here's a new Skechers. Max Cushioning. Ooh, I don't know who this lady is. Very fit, very pretty. Amanda Klutz. Is she an actress? Is she a supermodel? I don't know, but they're machine washable. They look awesome. Air-cooled insole for added comfort. On that note, we will end. I have a video coming out for Easter tomorrow. I usually only make a couple a week, but we're getting an extra one tomorrow because I found a bunch of Easter cards and I made like a little Easter greeting video. It's short. I'm just warning you. You will be hearing from me again tomorrow if you subscribe. But I hope you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful Easter if you celebrate Easter.